We're going to talk today about 4 coins that have some solid fundamental developments coming out over the next coming weeks that could affect the price. Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. If you're new, make sure you have subscribed, hit the bell button, leave a like. Now, every Friday I do an additional video for members. Press that join button on the screen and you will get some good stuffs. Basically, extra videos, right? Talking about me, my life, my crappy situation in life, and ultimately what I'm doing with my money, wealth generation, when I'm buying, when I'm selling, all kinds of good stuff. So you kind of get another picture of what I'm doing, explaining more in more detail so you understand it. So let's crack on with the video. Bad news first, right? Binance. So October 2020 news came out in the UK that they were looking to crack down on CFD and futures trading, right? That was kind of the start of it. January the 6th, that happened, 2021. And now we're starting to see it kind of happening in other countries. Now, Binance openly state that they do not promote and state in open marketing and advertising that their futures is a thing for them. They obviously market it different ways. However, you can see today we are winding down basically derivative products in European regions, commencing within the Netherlands, Germany and Italy. UK will be coming up soon. Most likely the rest of Europe will probably follow suit. There's already been like other exchanges stating that they're going to do less leverage. So yeah, this is a bit of a kick in the bollocks really. However, regulations needed. Sorry, I've got a bit of hay fever kicking in today, it's a bit shit. But one of those things is that's really, really important. In crypto and stuff like that, as a trader, you don't really need leverage that much. Yes, you can use it if you want to. I use it for like 2-3x if that, just to allow me to have less money in an exchange. That's all I do it for. But yeah, realistically, if you know what you're doing, it's fine. But for me, personal opinion, I don't like seeing people lose money on futures markets. That's why I teach. That's why I've got a full company advocated towards teaching. People do it wrong. We've seen KSI publicly lose bucket loads of money with stupid, shitty trades, right? Getting people wrecked himself. At the end of the day, there needs to be some sort of kind of safeguard there, in my opinion. But anyways, that's that. So, coin number one. The one that I laugh about a lot and I joke about a lot. I've been an investor in this. I've sold, and people call me paper hands, but that's fine. I don't care. I'd rather have money. But in all seriousness, this is potentially a sleeping giant if they get everything done. But Cardano is one of those coins that have got a massive jobs list which seems to take forever. However, finally, we are getting to a point where maybe in the next 2 months, we may well start seeing smart contracts, which is massive, right? If Cardano have smart contracts, that puts it in a much bigger, better, more likely position to get a lot more projects working with them and on them, and their ecosystem will grow. So for me, I think this is an absolute slam dunk for the future if they get this at the right time and the market is right. Keywords there. If the market is right, okay? So that means sentiment based. Is it good? Is it working? Now the website has been changed since the last time I've had a good old glance at this. However, when you think about smart contracts, they are massively important for the ecosystem of any network. So to have it would be great. I first invested in the ICO pretty much in 2017 of this, give or take around that sort of time. It was crazy. And it went crazy, it came back down, they didn't really do much, and then the last 2-3 years have been doing some really good builds. Have we got to see a proper bull run without smart contracts on Cardano? I hope not, because that would be quite shit. But hey ho, it looks like it's happening, so that is good. Next one, reserve rights. Why? They are doing very, very open PR campaigns coming up. They're looking to get interviews from other people on YouTube, podcasts, etc. for their mainnet. They want to spread the word. They've done their recruitment. They've got their engineers. They're looking to build. Guess what they're building? A potential financial service which is very, very useful in basically countries with rubbish economies. And it's already proven that. It's already proven that they've got the downloads. They've already ranked in really high places in those countries that are really, really struggling on the app stores and stuff. So that is an important thing. This hasn't even got mainnet yet, and it's already achieved some massive transactions. That is brilliant. So you're going to see a lot more PR. You're going to see a lot more interviews. Won't be on this channel because I don't do interviews. There will be on others though. And most importantly, mainnet is coming. So if you're looking at price action, if you're looking at a quality product with quality backers, and if you've never done any research on this, make sure you do. Check out the video, check out who the backers are, check out what they're doing. And for me, overall, I do rate it a lot. I am looking to buy more. However, with that PR, it may well stumble up upon some quicker orders than what my original orders might be. However, we'll see. Anyways, moving on to the next one. Something I've never covered before. Never covered this before. Hi. So if you want me to cover this one more, let me know. I've never really had much interest overall in looking at new projects at the moment. During a bull market, it's not for me personally, everyone's different. I like to buy my bags low, sit on them, mature, take profit, then look again when the market is settled and add in my bags. So when things go crazy, I don't really want to be adding to my portfolios on stuff that's kind of new or maybe a bit more risky. However, this has got a really good ecosystem and they've got a lot of things coming out, right? So Q3, here we go, right? I'll just scroll down to the roadmap for you because it makes it a bit easier. They are releasing, the first element of this, they've got Oracle implementation. They've got a banking application. They're doing a quarterly buyback and burning of the tokens. There's a lot of things coming. I'm an investor in Hero, which is part of their ecosystem, which you've probably seen a video on not too long ago. And yeah, what they're aiming to achieve, and I know Operation Crypto is a big investor and he has been backing this since the start. It's very, very interesting to see that they have got a good staking model. It's de-inflationary, they've got the smart backing and they've got their own launch pad. Expect more and more launches on their pad here in the gem section. So as I say, I've already been a part of MetaHero. It's really, really awesome. It's doing very, very well. And there's future stuff coming. So you're going to start seeing a lot of projects getting basically powered by this ecosystem. But they're releasing a lot of stuff. So this is what I'm talking about, Metcalfe's Law, the growth of an ecosystem. When you got more people, more projects, more buyers, there'll be more incentive to do the buybacks and the burns, and most importantly, the de-inflationary side of it will kick in with the tokenomics. So that's an important thing. For me, overall, probably won't invest in it because, realistically, I want to wait and see what happens with the market because I don't want to add to my bag, certainly at this price range. But at the same time, will I keep an eye on the gems? Yes. Do I like their ecosystem? Yeah, it's pretty decent in terms of what they've got. However, that being said, we'll see how it goes because it is still new, still relatively new. But if you're an investor and if you like quick flips and you like to buy off news-based hype and stuff like that and project release and stuff, this may well be one to keep a certain eye on because it has actually it's not done too bad. It's had its nice little growth and it's kind of stabilized around this level overall at around $1.80, $1.70, when you think about it. So this is stabilized quite nicely. So expect something from this potentially as it grows, and it's still only 136 million market cap. So it's definitely interesting. However, just need to be wary of the actual numbers there because it isn't quite published, just to, have a little figure out first. Anyways, the next one, we're going to talk about scarcity because the halving is here for Helium. Again, it's a project that I'm not really covered much. I do like the look of it. I think it's quite neat and tidy. In terms of everything, it's a huge wireless network if you're wondering what it is. And yeah, I've seen a lot of people run these nodes and stuff, and they're saying they're really, really good, really, really handy. Obviously, you got mining, you got the staking side of it as well. Now, as you can see, the network is live. How many hotspots they've got? Not bad at all, realistically, when you think about the grand scheme of things. However, we all know what halving is, don't we? Bit of scarcity, the change of the block rewards. Well, we're going to talk about that in a second. However, I do like the look of this website. It's pretty cool. If you've never heard of this, I make sure you do your research in terms of understanding how the nodes work and how you can get rewards for running those nodes. But the most important thing we need to talk about is the token, because halving is around the corner. The 1st of August, they are doing their first halving. Now, this is more for the long term in terms of scarcity. You may find that this, on more halving cycles going into the future, it may be better. So you can see here, for the 1st of August, basically 2019, we've got 1 year, 2 year. We're now on year 3, basically, right? So we're basically getting this. So we're going, the total minted is going to half. And you can see every 2 years, it basically changes the dynamic of the rewards overall, right? So the minted amount. So like Bitcoin, how many tokens are generated, you know, it halves every single 4 years, where this is a little bit different, but you can see it's a similar sort of cycle in terms of, but it does something every year. So just be careful in terms of getting your clocks right. But this is the one where essentially, cool, we've got the first one where it will actually change the total mint. So this will be of interest. As you can see, this will be year 3. So if we're going from the start of it, you know, year 1, year 2, year 3, happy days, right? So it's going to get somewhat interesting to see how the scarcity kind of fit matters. Obviously, you know, going down the years, it's going to change and it's going to be halving. So we'll see how the scarcity happens with this. But overall, if there's multiple people running these operational nodes, there's like all these network operators, and you know, they're mining it, and then that mining gets a bit scarce, it may well change the huge amount of tokens that you could get in the long run. But as we know, supply, demand, it makes a big difference. So yeah, helium could well be an interesting one to see how it kind of reacts to it all. But as I say, very, very early in its cycle, as you can probably allude to, there's 50 potential years to kind of have this coin essentially over time. So it's going to be a long, drawn out process. But right now, first one that will properly have some sort of effect with the network potentially. So there's a few coins for you. Let me know what you think.